The Payroll Wizard is a solution that is there to simplify the life of the payroll officer. It is designed to take you through multiple steps without even having to know the sequence or know which menu to use or which screen to start with. The system will do it for you. It'll suggest to you the next steps. And it's based on a setup that we do. We configure the Payroll Wizard first based on your standard payroll process. And then once you have configured your payroll process, and you see that I've skipped a number of steps here because this particular company does not require timesheets, so I'm making it easy on myself. I'm not worried about retro processing, retroactive payroll, or pay period exceptions that I need to import. I'm cutting it down to the bone. Now you can do this setup also at the employee group level. So here I have made a simpler setup for the administration staff, and that's the one that I want to run now. So let's get started. You see the steps that are listed here. Now there are 22 steps normally that you start with. I'm going to go and choose my group, which is administration staff. We're only going to do the steps that are highlighted in blue. So you see the logic here. It starts with verifying the employee baseline data, then the employee payroll status, and so on. So it shows me, it verifies the payroll policies, that everything is in order. And then next step is it's going to show me all the compensation policies for this particular employee group so that I can verify and make sure that these are all correct. Now, if you don't have frequent changes and if nobody changed it, then there's not much to worry about. But if you have made some changes, it will be important for you to check this at this stage, because any changes that are not implemented or that have been incorrectly implemented are going to affect your payroll. So that's why we make it you can make it a mandatory step. So then we go on to the next step. So here it's giving me employees who have a payroll status change. Now there are none, as you can tell. For the month of April, there are no such cases. Employees with payroll status active in more than one organization unit. Here you have some that are listed in multiple organization units, which may be the case because they have multiple jobs and so on. So like this, you verify all the key things that are important to verify, and all you do is press the next button if everything is in order. So now the next step is we're going to open the pay period. The pay period we're going to do is April 2017. And we are in the employee group form right now, and we can go in here and open the pay period for April. In fact, that's already been done, which means that we can now proceed to the next step. Now we're going to look at the GL account set. And for that, the system will pull up the GL account set, and we can go and apply it, because that will be used to produce the GL entries. So we're really taking you through the standard payroll process here. So for our employees that are in our particular group, we're going to go ahead and apply the GL account set. So that's been done. And then we proceed to the next step. So here you see the logic of how the Payroll Wizard works, you do not need to know the sequence of the steps to be followed. The system is doing it for you. You just tell it next, and it will take you to the next step automatically. So here is my pay period initialization for the month of April for the administration staff. You see there's minimal work to be done. I don't have to filter. I don't have to do anything. It's telling me it's picking up the correct group and it's proceeding as required. This is the normal process to follow. Next step is that we have to verify the employee baseline data. And there it's going to give me an audit report that shows me any changes that occurred for any employees and what exact changes have occurred, so that you're aware of these things and there is no surprise that will affect your payroll. And after that, it's time to generate the automatic timesheet. The system pulls up the correct step, and all you need to do is follow the instructions and press the button. Now, I do not want to run this for all people at this point. We will just take a small group of people for which we're going to run this. And it's done. So then we continue to the next step again. So that means we're going to go into the trial payroll now. And again, the system selects all the items for me. And I will just run my trial payroll. We'll do it for the entire group. For 170 people. So now that I've run the payroll for all these employees, my system will give me a variance report that allows me to verify the numbers and highlights for me any major discrepancies so that I know where to check. So, but other than that, I'm going to proceed, which means the next step will appear. And the next step is to generate the trial payroll register. So we press next. And here we are, the trial payroll register. So it's giving me all the payroll records, and I will be able to verify. I can run this, export this to Excel and check everything I want to check. If I'm fine with this, see here all the numbers for you to verify. If I'm okay with this, I'm going to hit the next button. And we move on to generating the trial payroll. So no need to finish every single step of this. It should be clear that the Payroll Wizard is a very useful tool that basically streamlines your process and ensures that no step is missed. All you need to do is basically click the next button each time, provided that you have selected the correct processes that you want to run through for a particular pay group. So if you have many different pay groups and each one has a bit of peculiar process sequence, then this is an ideal way to manage this so that you are sure that you don't forget something for a particular pay group. Maybe one group has a lot of retroactive cases, another group has different type of timesheets, and in order to eliminate mistakes and even allow different payroll officers to take over each other's role when someone's out of the office, you can just automate this and streamline it so there's no chance that somebody will skip a beat and forget one step. That's the point of the Payroll Wizard.